of my friends. I am so blessed and honored to be able to call you friends, and I feel super spoiled on my birthday. And I think it's a lot of fun to share my peach story. So I knew that I was going to do it by video because it's much easier to tell than trying to write it all down. Uh, yes, so 10 years ago was the year where we planned our first detox cruise in January, and then we were actually planning another one for the fall. Really ended up with a sabbatical year, but meanwhile, we partly owned a business that was seasonal, so we were very broke because all the months when we didn't have work, we didn't have work. So that summer, which was 10 years ago, we were helping watch a camp in Alabama that brought children from the Ukraine, and they were all over in the Ukraine, and so we were just watching the camp. There wasn't anyone staying there usually. So we were there, and it happened to be that they ended up having a small children's camp come this same weekend that my birthday was. And they didn't really have a cook for it, so I ended up just jumping in there and doing quite a bit of the cooking and the dishes and just making sure that they were taken care of. So the day before my birthday was hard. We actually had heard in the last couple days that our dog, which was home in Florida, was missing, and so we were quite worried about her. And then so they had been telling us that they have the best peaches there in Alabama, in Chilton County, Alabama, is the best peaches. And so I thought, you know what I want for my birthday is peaches. I had very little money, but I could have peaches for my birthday. Well, the day before my birthday, a credit card company had like an automated and withdrew the money from our bank account, so we didn't have any money in our bank account. And of course, we needed cash to be able to buy peaches. So I was just super discouraged. And I said to the Lord, I said, if you love me, you'd buy me peaches. Now, this was not in a way of like, you know what, I know you love me, and so you're going to get me peaches. This was, if you love me, but I know you don't, and you won't get me peaches. That was kind of the attitude I was in. This was not my great faith. That was on the 8th, so that was like yesterday. I was just, had that time with the Lord. So the next morning, the camp was their last day. They were leaving, so they had breakfast, and then they were leaving. So I was doing breakfast dishes for this whole camp, and my sister called to wish me a happy birthday and see how I was doing. And I end up just crying on the phone, like the dog's missing, and the money, and I was just really down. Well, right in the midst of that call, there's a knock on the counter of the kitchen, and I come around the corner from where I'm doing dishes, and there's a guy standing there that was part of the camp, and he's like, we just really wanted to thank you for all the things you did for us, and we wanted to get you something for your birthday. We didn't know what to get you, so we just thought we'd get you peaches. And it was the most beautiful basket of peaches. Amazing peaches. God gives good peaches. And then I ended up crying to my sister on the phone because I was just so overwhelmed by God's love and His goodness. So anyway, my daughter Annika, who's little at the time, she grabs one of my peaches and she's going back up to the house. And my husband, Danny, who was feeling very down because he couldn't even buy his wife peaches for her birthday, sees Annika eating this peach and says, "Where did you get that peach?" And she's like, "They're Mom's peaches." And so he cried too. And I just felt so loved, like God saw me. And after that, of course, everything worked out. Our dog was found, and we got money back in our account, and I knew that it would all be okay, because it's not only when we have great faith. He says, he takes care of the lilies and he takes care of the sparrows. How much more you? And it's so true. It's not because of our great faith. It's not because we give so much or we do everything right. It's because he loves us, he loves us, he loves us enough to give us peaches for our birthday. So that's my story. I love you guys so much. I'm so spoiled with the best friends. Mwah.